Hi, and welcome back to this. As per usual, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing there from looking at this, maybe hoping to trigger memory and think, do I? Sorry, have the... Is that the weapon? That is probably... Oh, bloody hell, sneezing. Probably not the one I'm no. Well, like I said in some other episode, I did start this up a bit and played through it and found a really good weapon somewhere. And right now I do not at all remember what to do or anything. Oh, maybe not, he's right there. Alright, down the nice side.
Smell that? Cheap whiskey and stale cigarettes. My kind of place.
Mine too, sweetie.
Been an age since I had a good trip of kale. Hope they've got it on tap.
I hope so too. So both of them are drunkards. I have a feeling we'd be quite a good team.
Nice to have some company for a change.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I've done all of them.
Stay
Alright,
cool.
good. We'll try to... Well, try to not be baby because that might mean you're a bit dead. That might be a bit bad. Oh yeah, I have not played this game for quite a while now. I'm thinking at least 2 weeks.
Humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
I'm starting to believe somewhere in that region.
Are you my agent on the ground? I've been sent
And
here to find someone.
yeah, I've been playing a lot of what's it called, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Stop doing that. Should I talk to you? Apparently yes. So maybe not yet then. That. Well, yeah, I do remember the bloody bastards. This planet is quite a lot more hardcore. Yeah, this is a bit of a downer with these two. I don't have enough to be able to open those things up easily, as I would with her, Parvati. Right? Yeah, Falsa, that was the name. You smuggler, right?
No payment, no goods.
Bar patron. And there's something between these two going on, I do remember that, but... yeah, sure.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no
yeah.
right to it now.
Slight memory. Yeah, let me talk.
I risked my life sneaking around marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist!
All right, that's enough. This is a family establishment. You want to make a mess? You make it outside.
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
Business, not personal. Yeah, that is business and not yeah, let's go with that one.
That's what I've been trying to tell him, but he won't listen.
It's the same fight every day. 5 years we've been at this, and we still can't agree on how to properly tag salvage. Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly, or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Here, here. Boys are for drinking. The poor decisions that result are better left outside.
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout, and we'll settle this later on our own terms.
It's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throats.
Yeah, let's go with propose.
Would you do me a favor and weigh in as a third party? I can use an unbiased set of eyes on the problem. And an outsider like you fits the bill.
Yeah, alright, let's give it a whirl.
Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation.
State your name. What? No, go on.
So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh, the nerve of some people.
How did you mark? Ah, let's go with one first. Why not?
When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day, so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
Yeah, alright, let's go with 3. Why not?
I kept my mouth shut during his story. He should have the courtesy to return the favor.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, that's my story, sir.
Luckily, you got to say that at the end. Yeah, number 2.
I drew next in the dirt, with my toe.
Yeah, 2, but she was lost, wasn't she?
Wouldn't surprise me in the least, but that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. I don't envy your shoulders for bearing the weight of responsibility.
Yeah, well,
You've heard it from them both.
share it.
So, who gets the salvage?
I do. This was a lot of the West. Don't. Why can't they share it then? Ah, let's go with 1 then. I don't care.
I knew you'd see the righteousness of my claim. Pleasure doing business with you.
That ain't fair. Lex, I want to file an appeal.
You can waste time on paperwork, or you can go find some salvage to call your own. Your choice. Here's a 6-pack on the house, plus your fee.
Thank you.
Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change.
No, I'm here, so that's not going to happen. 2.
I'll write to Lilia Hagen in the corporate office on Groundbreaker. She'll get some haulers to drag it away. It'll take a while. Nothing happens fast around these parts. But at least the salvage would get a good home.
Does it happen often?
A little too often if you ask me, but that's the sublight way. Anything worth doing is worth fighting over.
You're right. Glad to be of help.
Come and chat if you're ever feeling thirsty.
We could always go back and rile him up again later.
Ah, love you. Alright, so, up. Go back and ride them up.
Close to that railing,
Yeah.
just in case.
The repurposed aesthetic reminds me of Fallbrook. These sublight folks really know how to overhaul a place.
Jerome would love this place.
Humans,
That last drink you
patron
ordered had a
patron.
punch to it. What did you say it was called?
Lunar Eclipse Mix. It's just pep pills and a 2-hour energy brew. My ex used to have them with breakfast.
There's no booze in it.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's a horrendous thing. You.
You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here and whose journey is far from over.
Yeah, let's go with 4.
Not me. I'm right back where I started, and the end is almost in sight. Listen to me, being all vague and mysterious.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the marauders would eat me alive.
Sorry. Let's go with 2. Why not?
Not for long. Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
A little bit of a memory of this. It was something about her husband or something, right? Sublight wouldn't turn over a rock unless... Yeah, let's go with that.
Well put. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
Yeah, 3. Why not? Let's go with that.
That was above my pay grade, but it didn't take a genius to figure out the higher-ups were working on something big. Months after I got out, I saw the advertisements for Adrena time. I just knew. This is it, Leonora. It was all for this.
What's that? 3. Alright, let's go with that.
Getting the hell off Gorgon. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
Okay. Yeah, 2.
That Jerome always chose the right thing, even when it got him killed. This place is greedy. Took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
1?
No point in denying it. He died on this rock, likely torn apart by marauders, unless he took care of himself on his own terms. I don't like to imagine what happened, but I know I have to accept it. You'd really do that for me? Law. And I'll bet you're worth 10 of those Sublight sprats.
Sure am.
I don't have much, but if
And
you
more
help
women
me,
behind me,
there's
there
a
was
little set aside for
million
the
of them.
occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
Okay. Yeah, let's ask something then, whatever that could be. Yeah, sure.
The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
You're right. See ya. That. These were just, they were just patrons. Wait a minute.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Nah, who am I kidding?
Nah, yeah, you're right. We can
What's the
never.
story with this place anyhow?
Used to be a shipping warehouse.
Oh,
Supplies
that's
came
enough.
in. Deadly
They brought up there,
chemicals
but
went out.
was there something there, or had to jump and work my way? But you can get up there that way, I'm sure. Human with name, where are you? There. You.
Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here.
Thank you.
Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
Yeah, Alexis.
Lady at the bar.
Yeah.
She not give you the whole nice to meet you, we're all pals here, gosh
Haven't
darn it spiel the
talked
second
yet.
you walk through the door? Damn. Girl's lost her spark. Gorgon will beat the fight out of anyone. If this dive's patrons don't do it first.
Yeah, too. Why not?
Me? Nah. Never been a pugilistic kind of guy. Did most of my fighting with a pen back when I did it at all. Nowadays, I just drink. At least Lex has got the good manners to let me do it for free.
Ooh, slight memory. Yeah, 1.
Hey, whoa, no call for insults. We're all friends here. I was a journalist, thank you. A contributing member of our great society. Got into reporting thinking I was going to be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
Yeah, I need really need to bloody fix my beard up, that's for sure. Rough time, help you out. Let's go with 3 first, why not?
Hell, how much time do you have? I probably know more about this shit heap than most of the corpses around here. Got anything specific you want to know?
1 apparently.
Oh, this is rich. You mean Dr. Olivia Ambrose, God Empress of Gorgon? She's the maniac who ran this whole sideshow. Ran it right into the fucking ground. Hell, I wouldn't be kicking my heels in this dead-end graveyard if it weren't for her. At least she's buried here with me. That's the least she deserves.
Yeah, right, 1, why not?
I don't know just about anything for a fact anymore. You ask me, there's no such thing as facts. So did I see her die with my own 2 eyeballs? No. But I'll tell you what. During the evacuation, folks either got out or got killed. And Leonara's the only one I'm sure still kicking.
You're sure she's still kicking even though we just said she was dead? Oh, what? Alright, 1.
You're on the hunt for her big book of secrets, huh?
Sure.
Lucky was, too. Poor bastard. She used to leave it on the desk between us during interviews. She'd open it up sometimes, take notes, give me a mean look. Bet you all the bits in Byzantium it's in her office. Never saw it leave that room, not once.
Yeah, where is it?
Top floor of synthesis and manufacturing. Huddled up against her precious drug synthesizer. Got a perfect view of all her little peons scrabbling in the dirt way down below. Just how she liked it.
Yeah, 1.
She was Gorgon's director. Aside from that, sweet fuck all. Never met a more difficult interview subject. She had this way of answering questions. Wouldn't tell you anything straight, but always turn it back around on you. Just about did my head in. Like I was trying to chat with my estranged sister or something.
Or a politician. Yeah, 1.
Shit, who didn't? The staff who weren't dead afraid of Olivia hated her guts. She caught a spy in the chem lab once. Nice guy named Herbert. Everyone loved him. Rumor was she killed him herself. Tell you what, though, her little terror campaign worked. Couldn't tease a single secret out of the staff after that.
Yeah, 1.
Nice enough guy. Fashioned himself one of those professional gumshoes, like in the serials. They usually work for the board, rooting out dissidents and the like. Lucky, though, he was freelance. Worked for anyone who paid, no matter their allegiance. You ask me, I think the guy just likes snooping around in folks' terminal messages.
1.
Next to nothing. He preferred to keep a tight lid on things, more dramatic that way. Not that he needed to keep secrets. Folks down here don't give 2 shits about anything but bits and beer.
Oh, bits, that would be fucking DSP then. Persuade, theatrical types, blah blah blah. Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
So sometimes Lucky'd get deep in his cups and start going on about the ghost of Gorgon. But I didn't think anything of it. Guy also liked to say he could pop the cyst off a cysty pig at 100 paces with his eyes closed.
Yeah, 2.
Frenetic, chaotic, vicious, take your pick. I wasn't here at the start, but going off what folks told me about the early days, Gorgon started out with promise. Thing is, the schedules coming out of the corporate office were unrealistic from the get-go, and they were trying to do the project on a shoestring budget. Couple that with the obvious personnel problems and toxic junk in the product, it was only a matter of time before it all went to hell.
Yeah, 3.
Going on 7 blissful years here in paradise. 2 years before it went to shit, and 5 years since. 2,743 joyous days. But hey, who's counting?
You. Have enough to Yeah, let's go with that.
Seems kind of crazy when you say it like that. Wasn't like I meant to stay. Shit, a place like this, full up to the gills with marauders, mantisaurs, and toxic dirt? Who would?
We, maybe? Let's go with 2 first.
Thank the law, no.
Though.
I had an assistant, young lady by the name of Georgie. She helped out with the interviews, maintained the portable phonographs,
We need to
forwarded my
find her, I
supervisor's
guess.
call to tape, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
When things got crazy, I shoved her onto the last ship off Gorgon.
Yeah, okay.
With any luck, she's safe and comfortable in Byzantium. She tried every which way to stay, but it was my contract keeping us here, not hers. Didn't seem fair she'd have to suffer just because I made a bad deal.
Good man. Yeah, 1. Why not?
Well, I didn't want to put you on the spot, but since you're offering, if you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
From one old bastard to another, sure. Yeah, 1.
You know, that reminds me. I don't think you've ever actually paid me.
Paid?
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone. Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
Hit him. Yeah, that is... Yeah, 1.
Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
Let's go with 3 first. Why not?
Someone had been trying to steal them since the day my assistant and I started interviewing. Couldn't even keep them in my safe. They always found a way in. So I took to hiding them all over the fucking asteroid. Thought I was so clever. What a fool I was.
Yeah, 3. Why not? Let's do that first.
Oh, I've tried. Make no mistake. I've caught a couple of rides out with sublight folks. But the board's fixers always send me right back. And I'm not about to stand toe-to-toe with marauders just to fulfill a line item on a contract.
Yep. You're like an A.
No shit? That's downright civilized of you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All right. One of them I stash in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
Got it. Next. Or why there? Yeah, why not? Why there?
Seems like a good idea at the time. Someone had started a fire, folks were shooting other folks. It was a madhouse.
So you hit it there. Okay, next.
You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
Yeah, 2. Why
Didn't
not?
have much of a choice. The primals had gotten loose, couple of them were chasing me. The recordings just ended up wherever I hid.
Yeah, okay. Others?
The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B.
Observation, sure, why not?
What with the test subjects running loose, the researchers were surprisingly unobservant.
Got it.
Strength
Be
to your
back.
sword arm, friend. And thank you.
No problem. That was not what I meant to do. Yeah, I recognize that. Anyway, I think it's about time to call an episode. So, thanks for watching. Take care, see you, and have fun.